The DoorDash situation is deeper than that girl's video, okay? The DoorDash situation is an example of how red pill culture is being pushed onto thousands of people on the internet. This is an example of the red pill pipeline.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Every content creator that's above 10K followers that intentionally spread misinformation without having any proof, I saved your video. And if I couldn't download it, I screen recorded it. And I screen recorded the comments as well that you were liking. Disgusting shit that y'all was saying, the victim blaming shit that y'all was saying, men and women.
Victim blaming? What misinformation are you talking about? Victim blaming.
All races of people. Crazy as hell. I have never seen a psyop go so well with misinformation in my life. And made me realize, y'all just jump on here and talk. I try my best to have the information at hand. You can't just call that a bad take. This is a serious SA situation. You can't just say, oh, I didn't have all the information. Oh, everybody else was saying that bigger creators was making videos as well. So they had to have seen it. When you didn't see the video yourself, I lost all respect for the people that say that shit.
All right. So for those of you who don't know what she's talking about, we recently had a DoorDash girl go viral because she was given instructions to deliver food to a house. She got there, claimed that somebody was laying in a couch and purposefully there to flash her. He didn't have any clothes, right? Allegedly. And so she decides to film him, post it online. DoorDash deactivates both of their accounts, and she's out here claiming to be a victim of SA. And there are people who actually support this chick. Now they've decided to blame men, of course.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Right. And specifically, they've decided to blame what they define as the red pill. And the reason I say that is because when you ask people, define what you believe these people stand for. They hate women, they're misogynist, so on and so forth. Like, no, that's not what they believe. So I'm going to assume when chicks like this are over here blaming men and talking about the red pill, that their whole definition is just unhinged, just like the chick who was delivering that DoorDash. And so here's the disagreement. You've got people like this chick here who are saying the evidence and photo of her pushing the door was photoshopped. They're saying AI is being used and to deceive people. Okay, fine. Let's give her that, right? Let's just say that the thousands of people who she says claim they saw that video, which they're saying she deleted. Let's say they're wrong, right? Let's say they're wrong. She still took a picture of that dude and decided to upload it online with his name, an apartment number. That act alone moves you from victim to part of the problem. To me, I think you've become the problem. Because if you just showed it to the police, maybe some people would have said, okay, well, let's investigate that. Let's see what the cops come up to. Because if she sent that to the police instead of bringing it to TikTok, then people would have said, okay, well, maybe maybe there was a misunderstanding there. I personally, like now, would still believe that she is in the wrong 100%. And that was not his intention. But no matter what you say, you can't justify her response. And if a man did the exact same thing, we know the police will be at his door fast, not slow. Drink the coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I know.
No, I'll have a tea, actually.
Can't handle the truth. Let's talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Engaged and soon-to-be married men, a single prenup slip-up can cost you tens of thousands later. Waiting until the last minute or signing under pressure are the mistakes that sink most agreements. My step-by-step guide at fathershaverights.com, built with expert attorneys James Sexton and the lead attorney, shows you exactly how to avoid every costly prenup mistake, all for the price of a couple of dinner dates. Tap the link pinned to the top of the comment section to safeguard your future and join the hundreds of soon-to-be husbands protecting their marriages the right way.
And there's people that have hundreds of thousands of followers or even millions of followers saying this bullshit with no evidence.
What are you
Y'all know karma is real, right? I don't know what y'all believe in. I don't know if you believe whatever y'all want to believe, but karma is a real thing. Y'all will be receiving karma for this bullshit. Y'all know that, right? Spreading this information like bots. And also, it's been 5 days since she dropped her video. If this video of this so-called original video didn't come out yet, it does not exist. And if it comes out, I will take back everything I said. But until then, because I know y'all didn't see it because nobody saw it. So I'm not taking it back that y'all spreading misinformation and y'all don't have any proof. I'm not taking that back, but I will be taking back, everything I said about the situation if she did do something like that, which I'm pretty sure she didn't, because somebody would have screen recorded it by now or saved it or anything like that, because they saved the other one. But yeah, yeah, y'all.
You know what she did do is she did upload the video online. We can at least know that, right? What do you think of that? Let's check out a few of these comments. This person says, disappointed in a lot of big creators who didn't even bother to seek out information on their own. Somebody else who says, Black Supreme genuinely shocked me. Yeah. You see, when people aren't used to you disagreeing with your audience, which a lot of people don't do that very often. I've definitely had my share with disagreements with my audience, and that's okay because you're different, right? We're not the same people. You're going to have different opinions, conclusions at the end of the day. I think people respect when you're genuinely honest about the things you believe, and that, they value most of what you value when it comes to content creators and giving their take on situations. But here's the truth. What a lot of people are seeing are the results of exhausting the Me Too movement, exhausting it. People have had enough. They've had enough. And when you cry wolf over and over and over again, people will start to catch on. Here's somebody else who says DoorDash ran a successful smear campaign. We should be very weary of that company. Ah, man. Now they're turning on DoorDash. Somebody else who says that man knew she was coming. Stop making excuses for him. I think people really didn't believe me when I said in my last video that there are people out here who are really putting a cap on for this chick.
The DoorDash situation is deeper than that girl's video, okay? The DoorDash situation is an example of how red pill culture is being pushed onto thousands of people on the internet. This is an example of the red pill pipeline. Hear me out. Red pill culture is to basically say that women are trying to make themselves the victims constantly.
No, I'm just kidding.
And that men in reality are the ones who are oppressed. That is red pill ideology. Red pill ideology is women have more rights than men, and they want to victimize themselves, and everyone's going to side with the woman. And
well, you're not all the way wrong with that. We definitely are just starting to transition out of an era of a gynocentric focused society, a society that believes if it's right for the woman, then that's the right way to go, right? You see initiatives that are there to lift women up consistently, but young boys get left behind. And men have definitely seen Me Too situations and family court situations where women are typically painted as the victim even when they are not. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not an excuse for a man to cry victim and to give up on life and not go out and improve himself and blame the system for his problems without bettering himself. No, it's not an excuse for that, right? You must take agency in your own life to better yourself. And that's what separates typical male improvement content from the liberal feminists, both men and women, that you're going to hear shortly.
People are taking the bait. I've seen creators that are normally so good about clocking sexism and misogyny that have literally taken the bait, and they're saying that that woman is setting people back who have actually experienced SA and this and that. And that's outrageous. That's outrageous. People are doing the most to make this guy look like a victim. It's even gotten to this point that people are cropping an image just to make it look like she was in the wrong.
It doesn't matter what image you show here. The bottom line is none of these images should be on TikTok. She should have just done her job, walked off. If she thought something was up, go to the police.
Okay? People are taking this so personally because to them it's bigger than just this. Whoever set this up, they are trying to push people into the red pill pipeline.
All these chicks have lost it, bro.
They want you to take the bait. They want you to believe that this lady got on the internet and is trying to make an innocent man the victim, when in reality, they do not understand how sexualized women are in every single setting.
The same women who claim that they are sexualized walk around half naked. Someone please put some clothes on then. You don't tell a woman how to dress. Okay.
Women are so sexualized when we go out. We are constantly put in these situations where men are trying to use us for some sort of sexual pleasure. It's not that hard to believe. It's been happening for centuries. And so to all the creators who are usually super good at clocking sexism and misogyny, you are literally falling for the red pill bait. You are falling for the bait. It's either DoorDash or conservative forces that are pushing this narrative. There's so many bots, and it just goes to show how illiterate people are when it comes to media. It's an example of the media literacy crisis played out because y'all are just reading comments of people saying she pushed the door open and you're believing it. There is
Take out the door being pushed open. It doesn't matter. She is in the wrong.
no evidence. No one can provide a video of her pushing the door open. And it's gotten to the point where people are literally fabricating images, making fake images and circulating them just to prove their point. And just
oh, geez, we can't listen to the rest of this. We've already listened to too much. But follow me here, guys. Do you honestly think, come on, people, let's be honest. Do you honestly think that this chick was the first woman in this situation? How many women have been in this situation? Here's a better one. How many men have been in this situation where they've just been delivering? Guys, things happen in life, right? Things happen. How many men have been in a situation where they've delivered something and they've seen like, oh, maybe someone isn't presentable enough and they've just left? They haven't thought, let me record her. At that point, there's something wrong with you. And the fact that at the least that's not even acknowledged is a problem. Could he have made sure that his door was locked and he had clothes on? Sure. I'd probably agree with that, but that doesn't mean that he did that on purpose.
I'm sorry, where is the proof that this lady opened the door? Where is the proof that it was cracked before she opened it? Because the only video that I've seen is it already wide open. Y'all are lying about this lady just to make her look worse.
I believe the DoorDash girl simply because I do not live in a flick. Like, the story you were trying to sell me sounds like a badly written, okay? You want me to believe that the door was open just a little bit. It was like a little crack. And the lady who's delivering food in the middle of the night who does not know this man or this house thought, I'm gonna come inside the door. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna come in and oh no, there's a man laying on the couch with what am I gonna do? Yeah, that's a badly written film. Also, as someone who passes out on that couch at 3 a.m. after spending a night drinking on the Lower East Side and orders Taco Bell, I've never left my door wide open or even a smidge open because A, that's weird and I'm not stupid. And 2, you can always see who's delivering your food. And for me, it's always a man.
Yeah, this right here is why people are fed up with these false claims and crying wolf.
And it's a messed up situation, but she could have just dropped the food, took a picture.
I want to start by holding myself accountable.
And this guy right here did an about face.
Because I was absolutely...
I don't even know who he is, but you know.
Wrong in how I even sounded coming off in this whole situation. This isn't a she could have just dropped the food and left situation. Why was this naked at all? What could he have done in an hour span to have been naked on the couch, unconscious, and have went outside at some point in time? And I sit there and say, it's a messed up situation. I'm being so patronizing. It's a up situation. He shouldn't have been naked. And also when I say, she could have just dropped the food and left, it sounds a lot like when other men say, why didn't she wear different clothes? Doesn't that argument kind of sound alike? So I want to say, I'm sorry. I dropped it.
Weak. Guys, of course, curious to know what you think. Crazy stuff. Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link into the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.